brother, I can't stress this enough. And I need you to understand something, because I know I bit the bait for one person, and then I think like a Discord server was alerted somewhere because everyone started posting this. Kaya lives a better life than you ever will have. Okay?
Why does he keep talking about it? I don't get it. I got stuff to do today. I gotta go straight into the drama.
She's a better animal than you. She's a much more important for many other people's lives than you.
What? Who says that? That's weird.
Okay? You are going to die alone.
Whoa!
Because this is the type of shit you get up to on the internet. You spend the finite amount of time you have doing this kind of stuff on the internet. Okay? You can type ah ha 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 all day, every day, and act as though you're totally not mad right now.
Whoa.
But the reality of the matter is, when you die, it is going to be alone.
I think, and I would just want to segue, it has nothing to do with anything about this, but I think mustaches are fucking gross. Every time I see one, bro, I can't look at mustaches. I hate them, man. I hate mustaches. I know it has nothing to do with any of this, but it's just frustrating every time I see a mustache. I think that they make everybody look creepy.
At least Patrick Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these fucking millionaire, billionaire, wasp fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters is like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like taking these guys and putting them in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them. So
rape is okay if somebody's rich? Society. Didn't he grow up rich?
At least Patrick Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like.
So is he saying that it's okay to rape rich people? Isn't that kind of weird though? Isn't he saying that rich people are allowed to date rich people? Or rape rich people, sorry. That's almost like uncomfortable to hear. If you're saying rich people it's fine if they rape other rich people, like what does that mean? If you grew up rich, like what?
This bullshit goes both ways. If you're wealthy and you critique capitalism, you're a hypocrite. If you're poor and you critique capitalism, you're jealous. Americans are so fucking cuck sometimes. Exactly. I mean, I've seen both, for the record, because I was dead broke and was critiquing capitalism, and then.
Does he like dead broke? Because like I actually was very dead broke a lot of the times in my life, so I'm wondering if he was dead broke as well. When I was dead broke, I was pulling all of the money I got out of my paycheck, and so I could look at the physical dollars as I was counting the money I needed to eat. I was literally counting the money I had to eat. I didn't have a car. I walked to work, which I was lucky enough to be close enough to do, or I would take the bus. I was like, $15 was a lot of money to me. I was so dead broke that like, I was literally unsure how much I would have for food. I never ate out. I don't know. There are so many times in my life where I was so broke that I was like paying rent like 2 weeks late, getting fees from having to pay rent late, and then just being in this horrible cycle of like, oh, I can't pay rent, and now I'm like due to pay rent, and I can't make. So was he actually dead broke? Like, cause I feel like it's different. You know, they're so dead broke that I was making my own butter at one point. Like, read the community note. Okay. Hasan is lying. I grew up affluent. I did not have to worry about making ends meet or having to take on a job or anything like that. Oh, I had a job at 16. My father was on the board of a $4 billion. My father was on the board of a $4 billion company. My mom is a commercial landlord, hired by his uncle's network right out of college. Okay, bro, what?
And people will be like, yeah, because you're a fucking loser. And now that I have money and I still do it.
Does he think dead broke is like not being a millionaire?
I didn't change. And it's always so strange. Obviously, this is like personal for me for many different reasons. This is my life's fucking work. But what's so funny about it is like people want you to almost be like, oh, once I got a touch of the bag, like once I touch. So
my question then is, he has no idea what it feels like to actually have no money. And is that true? Because like, I think being dead broke is really different if you've never been really dead broke before. I think being dead broke, but you can still make rent, you can still have electricity, you can still have food, you could still have internet. Like I genuinely had no internet connection in my house because it was too expensive. I had no car, because I can afford car payment, insurance, and parking. I was eating like on $100 every 2 weeks. Like I had to take $10 out to pay for my wash because my house didn't have a washing machine in it. So I had to use coin laundry. Like I don't think he knows about having hot water and sitting in the dark. Yeah, not having hot water for real. No, not a pour off. It's just weird if you use it as like, it's not a pour Olympics. Like, bruh, it's not. No, oh, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I remember our hot water heater was so bad growing up. Like, I would try and take a hot shower and it would just be cold most of the time. Like, after literally 5 minutes, that shit was fucking freezing. You know, we had cracks in the house from the foundation issues, mice in the walls, and cockroaches, and it's still a beautiful house. Like, it was, like 3 bedrooms was crazy. We had 3 bedrooms, which is I feel like a pretty big house. It was all 1 floor, and we had a bathroom, pretty normal. We only had 1 bathroom. Yeah, we had a family of, we usually had 5 people to 1 bathroom. But sometimes it would be more and sometimes it'd be less. We had to move from our first couple apartments because of mold. And then the second apartment we had to leave because it was too expensive. Our third house is a real house at that point. We had to leave because we lived on a hill, and whenever it rained, all the water would go into the house, and then that caused mold. And then on our 4th house, which is the house I grew up in most, I was on the top of that hill because there was like two little twin houses, and the one that was like in the alley was the one that always got flooded. It's not poor Olympics. I'm just talking about my life. Wow, chat. It wasn't that bad. What the fuck? This is just how I grew up. You guys are being toxic.
Like, this socialism shit is done. You know what I mean?
I feel like people are really weird about socialism, by the way. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with capitalistic socialistic combination. I think that it's very normal to have social programs in government. Like, if we didn't have social programs, we wouldn't have the parks and recreation. Social democracy is like the most realistic thing to do, in my opinion. Full socialism is a little weird, but like, because I think people should have the opportunity to be able to make money and be rich. And I think being rich is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I think the government should also help people who need to help getting back up on their feet is also great. Like, I want people to, I don't want people to be fucking homeless. Like, I don't want people to be without food. I think that those should be like human rights. Housing, food, water, electricity. I think these are things that I don't care about paying toward ever. And I'll always be happy to pay my taxes if it's going to these things. A social program is also roads, right? Like, those are also social programs, no? I feel like those are things I really like having school. You know, I like kids being able to go to school. I want them to have nice schools. You know, firefighters, police, politicians. I like these things. I think they're great. I think children should have food. Like, I don't care if you think that like rich kids are going to be able to eat. Like, you never know what a family is actually going through. And even if they seem like they're living in a rich area or seem like they have a nice life, not every parent is a good parent. And I think that I personally would want all kids to eat at school for free if they want to. I think everyone should have access to food anytime, because you never know if there's somebody's a good parent or not, right? And some kids get abused and aren't allowed to eat. Like, I would be so happy to know that I'm paying extra money, yeah, but a kid who needs food has food. Like, what? That's just so, it seems so basic to me. Even if we made it part of the schooling program for children to learn to make their own food, I think it would be a good thing to have a cooking class so that kids don't grow up and they don't become reliant on easy meals, you know, that they know how to make healthy, cheap food. And we could even make it a part of the social program where they help, you know, they get a budget for their class and how to get the food to spread out for the entire month. You know, I feel like that's a good way of teaching children how to be able to, like, in blue states, most food is free. That's not true. I grew up in California and I had to pay for my food at school and I had to pay for drinks at school. So even when I had free lunch, they didn't they didn't just give me, it is now, really? They didn't even let me have a drink. They didn't let me have a drink if I didn't have money. I had to drink out of the fucking faucet. Sometimes if my mom would pack me like a lunch and there was no drink, I'm drinking water straight out the fountain. And that shit was gross because people put their full fucking mouth on that shit. I just didn't have the money and they wouldn't give it to me. They wouldn't give me a fucking milk sometimes. No, I'm not. If you think you're not from LA, you're crazy.
They try to rationalize why I'm still doing this. They try to be like, oh, it's because like this is how he's financially incentivized to continue advocating for this kind of shit. And it's like, no, dumbass. Maybe it's because I believe it, you know? People think that like I just fucking was born this way, you know what I mean? I always was this person. I always had this $3 million home. Like, it's just so dumb.
Bro, you can be... What? Who cares if you have a $3 million home? Like, do people really care that he has a $3 million home? Or is it that they think that because he talks about socialism or whatever, he does say things like eat the rich and like rich people shouldn't exist. I find it ironic, right? Well, being incredibly rich. If you actually didn't really think rich people should exist, you should give away all your money. And it was something I think that you should actually do, but I think you should look at your biases and say, you know what, maybe in some place, in, you know what, I think that overall people should just have a better quality of life. I think you go much further with that. He isn't distributing the wealth.
It genuinely doesn't.
I distribute my wealth, but I have no fucking wealth, so then I just end up losing a bunch of money.
Aren't your dad a billionaire? No, man. Are you're a 27 month subscriber? Are you that fucking stupid? No.
Me when I'm talking to my chat.
I am fortunate enough to be able to financially take care of my parents, both of my parents. There are people.
He was on the board of a $4 billion company and his mom is a commercial landlord. Why does he need to take care of them at all? I'm almost positive they would have enough money to take care of themselves, no? He has some alternative terminology. He thinks that ultra wealthy billionaires are men are who need to give away their money. Millionaires like him and his girlfriend are fine. Oh. If you're a millionaire, it's okay, but if you're a billionaire, it's not okay. Oh.
People who genuinely believe that, by the way, they literally think like, oh, he comes from a billionaire family. It's like, you're fucking dumb.
Pokimane had the same take. Oh, they don't understand being poor. They don't understand. You know what? I'll speak devil's advocate to say this. By the way, I'm going to start streaming like all the other streamers. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now people can understand. Now people can actually hear me. Here's the thing that I think people don't realize. When you live in a nice house, you forget what it feels, or especially if you never felt what it felt like to be in a not nice house. It becomes natural to be in the nice house. We still can't hear you in the back, my bad. Hold on. Let me make this a little easier for everybody to hear me. So, now you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. So, doesn't mean you live in a poor house. Huh? No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you forget what it feels like or if you may have never felt what it feels like to be in a house that's not great. So it can be very easy to have it be normalized to wake up and see a gorgeous house that you're living in, right? Sometimes when I wake up, I'm just doing my thing, you know? I take my shower and I forget what it felt like to try and make food and have the power go out. You know? It feels very comfortable. You just get normal about it. So then if you see somebody who's a billionaire, you're probably like, oh, what? How do they have so much? But you don't remember what it feels like for things, or you may have never felt what it feels like for things to be really bad. Really bad. Rich people who are in... corporations are a fucking problem. That's what I'm going to say. Corporations are an issue. The idea of isolated billionaires being the issue is like saying criminals are an issue when crime is really the issue. And now we need to figure out why people commit the crime instead of just reprimanding the criminals, right? In the same vein, I think that it's important to, what gets them into the crime? Yeah, exactly. So why are corporations able to get away with this? So I don't think that it's necessarily a need for eat the rich as much as it is a need for restructure how corporations are able to get away with being criminals. Aren't psychopaths crazy because of their mother genes? I don't know. But I don't think that genes have anything to do with it, because I've seen psychopaths wear shorts and, joggers and stuff. So it could be anything at that point. Yeah.
You're so dumb. God damn it. There are a handful of billionaires in Turkey. He would be on fucking lists if that was the case.
Oh.
Is unironically that I know, no, sorry. It's not a no joke situation because I just can't sometimes tell, because there are people who like legitimately believe that. And there are people who unironically believe that.
So
this bullshit goes both ways.
But your dad worked for a $1 billion company.
It just it hits the wrong way whenever you're talking about how bad capitalism is and you have all these luxuries. That's the problem. So it's not about capitalism or socialism is when no house, or
what was that last clip I just watched? What?
Or socialism is when no money. But at a certain point, capitalism is when Gucci. Capitalism is when Porsche. Capitalism is when $3 million house. So that's kind of the issue, right? Is that there's a lot of middle ground in there that a person that, has these ideals, you would expect them to have and not to indulge in, but
yeah,
they
that's
do.
True.
And so it's okay, well, if you're this much against it, then why aren't
you can't be mudslinging at other people for capitalism while participating in the highest level of capitalism, right? If you truly believe that capitalism is ruining everything, you know, I hate this. Indulging yourself in like incredibly expensive stuff is like, shouldn't clothes just be clothes then, you know? Shouldn't house just be house then? I mean, although I do understand the need for security within a house, especially as a streamer, it's a very dangerous job. It's an underratedly dangerous job to be a streamer. There are too many fucking weirdos in the world.
Aren't you going and doing this in your own life? Right?
Yeah.
Flexes as well.
I agree with that. Well, honestly, I think that Asmon is more socialist and anti-capitalist than Hasan, right? Asmon lives in his house that he grew up in. Asmon lives in the room that he grew up in. Probably updates things almost never. Literally eats $1 steak. He literally wears the same white shirt every day. Like, bruh doesn't take a shower for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like, I mean, he's literally the epitome of what Hasan preaches, but instead he preaches that there should be capitalism. So it's kind of funny when you see the dichotomy between the two of them, where one wants one thing and one wants the other, but one lives one way and one lives the other way. You know, it's kind of funny.
Does or not?
The irony almost.
I have no idea. So yeah, it doesn't, and it doesn't look good, right? It just doesn't. You mean from rich to richer? Maybe, right? I don't know. That's him on a horse? I mean, I'll tell you this, right? If you wearing a suit jacket with a little.
I don't think you need to live with roaches or anything, but if you're hating on people for being wealthy, you're hating on the rich, while indulging in a rich lifestyle. You're hating on like all these things, and you say that like the money should go to the people, etc. Then, I mean, indulging yourself in luxury is the antithesis of what you're preaching, right? It's like the exact opposite of.
Polo hat and everything like this. Like, you probably not poor.
True,
You're
yeah.
definitely probably not poor. Like, that's real. I mean, because there's plenty of people that have horses, and, you know, they're not rich. But, like, you going around with a suit and everything like that on an Uma? Yeah, bro. Like, exactly.
Horses' ears are weird, and they make me uncomfortable. Look at these suckers. Why are they like that? Thanks. They're just listening, dude? Yeah, well, listen
Hasan
differently.
gets mad at a Vietnamese refugee.
Sorry.
She's not a fake ally. Do not say that. Do not say that. Her co-host is gay. Hello? She has gay friends. Okay? I think that she's being... The way she spoke about it was poor.
Oh, with friends like these, who needs enemies? I didn't get to see this one before. Holy fuck. Just it gets worse every time.
Has such a corrosive influence, and yet for some reason there is no restraint on this side, none whatsoever, and it's basically left up to the individual. And I say this as someone who is also operating a media company, I guess, if you want to call it that. And like, there have been so many opportunities for me to just make a fuck ton of money that I have just personally refused to do so. But why the fuck would anybody else?
I like how in the middle of what he's saying, he has to like keep assuming or keep acquiring the validation from the chat box. So it's so funny. It's so funny to watch.
Why the fuck would anybody else turn down millions of dollars in ad funding from one of these companies?
But it isn't just major.
And the more pervasive this stuff becomes, the more normalized it becomes, and the less there is an incentive to even say no to it, because at a certain point, even your audience is not going to look at you weird if you do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
What about gambling? Like, I don't get his fucking point. I'm sorry. It felt just a little bit too rambly. Like, what the fuck is he trying to even say, bro? I don't know what he's saying. Gambling bad? Like, bruh, gambling is a vice. Vices are bad. Vices handled by adult people who are mature are fine. Just like all vices. Watching streams is a vice. Streaming is a vice. Watching television is a vice. Eating junk food, eating candy, drinking soda, drinking energy drinks, drinking coffee, gambling, smoking cigarettes, doing drugs, masturbating, pornography. These are all vices, bro. They're all vices. Like, handled by mature, responsible people, it's fine. How is watching a stream a vice? I mean, if you're sitting around just watching a stream, you're not doing anything productive, correct? So, yeah, that's overwatching. Yeah, but over gambling, you know. If you go to an amusement park once a week, it's fine. If you go to or a month, it's fine. If you go to an amusement park once a day, you're probably not very fine. Unless you work in an amusement park. The argument is gambling ads, not gambling itself. Sorry, I didn't know the gambling ads part.
That's it. Dude, this is awesome. Look. I just talked about how I turned down $1 million in a sponsorship for Poly Market, right? On election day, and this guy goes, "You did take that one gotcha game sponsorship." Like, this is what I mean.
What do you mean?
This is also what I mean.
What do you mean?
57-month subscriber.
He can't
You're
take
right,
it.
Dude. I'm actually a hypocrite. I'm actually
never mind. He can't take it.
I'm actually pumping fucking advertising for gambling. Why the fuck do I need LSF when I got literally
Why the fuck do I need LSF?
57-month subscribers in here doing this exact same shit.
Doing what?
Yes, I do take video game sponsorships.
Video game sponsorship or gotcha
Doing
sponsorship?
marketing doesn't mean you promote gambling. No. If I did marketing or promotion for a direct gambling company, yes, it would mean that I'm promoting
Gotcha
gambling.
is gambling. Gotcha is gambling. Just because you don't get money out of it doesn't mean it's not gambling. It's still gambling. It is absolutely gambling. Like, what? I know for a fact it can be very detrimental to a lot of people. But whatever. These people have addiction issues. And people with addiction issues will figure out whatever kind of vice that they want, and they will be addicted to it because they need to work on the root of their problem. And the root of the problem is that they are looking for an escapism due to issues in their life, whether they're current issues or past issues, whether it's abuse, feeling unsatisfied, whatever. There's a myriad of issues that can happen that lead people into having more affinity toward having addictive personalities. And when you work on those things, you have less desire for those vices. When you work on finding out how to overcome them, you have a more satisfying life. The issue isn't the fact that addictive things exist. Otherwise, we could never have anything in life. Like, food is addictive, but everybody just wants to forget about that. Something that you need in order to actually survive can be so addictive to people that they can't stop taking it. They can't stop using it. They can't stop eating it. But what are you going to do? Ban food? Put out like fucking rations to people? It just doesn't work that way. You have to figure out what the root cause of the issues are and work on them. But that's not fun to say to people. It's not fun for people to hear because, one, it's not sensationalist. And two, it's not fun to hear because you can't blanket fix something like that. You can't blanket fix people having issues that come in all shapes and sizes. So then how do you fix it? You have to fix it on the individual level, which is frustrating. Yeah, it sucks. Every individual is going to have their own issues and you have to work on that. Like, that's it. Like, there are things that are dangerous, and those dangerous things that can't be consumed in moderation. Yeah, I disagree with them being accessible, like poison, or things that are like crocodile or a lot of drugs I think are really dangerous. But I don't think that we should punish people for doing them. I think we should try and fix the issue that causes them to want to do them.
I do not.
Why is he berating? Wait, it really hurts him to have his viewers like disagree with him. Because if I feel like if I felt that way, I might lose my mind when all of my viewers like disagree with me on a daily. I just cry. I just cry on stream. That's my advice. You're wrong, by the way. Yeah, true. Yeah, you said it like I don't think it's healthy to create an echo chamber for yourself. When we say you're wrong, you're cool with it. Not always. Sometimes it takes. Sometimes it can like I'll argue about it. I don't mind arguing about something, but the way he said it really bothers me. It's the way he said, why do I need LSF when I have a 57-month subscriber in here doing that? Well, pushback on your own morals is actually very important because it makes you clarify what your standards are, and then that can make you clarify whether your point is incorrect or correct. Because it's very easy to get idealistic in our own minds about who we are as people until we get pushed to see what our real like values are. I think that it's perfectly acceptable to have somebody give you pushback to say, oh, well, you know, I personally don't like saying these things. Well, you've said that in the past. Oh, you know what? You're right. Maybe I do like telling you to kill yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Let's see what the people had to say about this. Not us people. The people who are chronically online. Well, not us people chronically online. The people who are chronically online on Reddit, which is kind of like the worst place to be chronically online. Hasan shares a lot of clips of himself telling us how heroic and amazing he is. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? That's a little weird. This is what I'm talking about. This is also what I'm talking about, but he never tells us what he's talking about. True. Time to give him the collar. Okay, I didn't do it, but if I did, it wasn't that bad. And if I didn't even know I did it.
No, I'm not letting you get away with this.
After he brings up that he electrocuted his
Enough
dog.
of this.
Oh, this was just now? You literally do that. Following since 1010.
Shit. Enough of this fucking, you literally do that. Give me an example, dickhead.
Oh my god, chat always tells me you literally do that. And this is what I have to say to the chat box users. Fuck you.
And if I was wrong, or if I wronged someone, if I actually gave false information, because I got duped by a fucking AI article, I'll apologize. Go ahead. Don't try to bait me. Explain exactly what you mean. This is the type of shit that I hate so much. It's always vague posting. You do that too. First of all, even if I did do that,
Pac-Man.
would that be appropriate?
When your dog got electrocuted,
When
you
your dog got electrocuted, you spun the fact that it wasn't a buzzer? It's not! Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Uh-oh.
That's not even a counter example.
57 minutes ago, and it already has 1.6K? Holy shit.
You fucking idiot.
Shoves food in mouth.
Man.
I don't want to be one of these
Shoves food in
guys
mouth.
who
Come
tells
on,
you
man. What do you mean, come on, man?
exactly what's going to
can't
happen
entertain
if
your
something
fucking
happens.
delusions,
The other
dipshit.
side knows.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a fucking picture. That's crazy.
You're talking about the Mizkif drama.
Yeah, it's all of it, right? It's all of it because I think it's
I will go over here and pretend like I am a part of this. And chat, you could be here and pretend like you're a part of this. There we go.
all retrospective, right? Like they like.
Have I met Ice? I was in line for TwitchCon And Ice Poseidon was also in line for TwitchCon. And that was about it.
I mean, okay,
Everyone's saying-
I have no problem with OTK. I like a lot of those guys. You know, I've met Asmongold in person. He's a cool guy. You know, he lives like 10 minutes from my house. You know, NMP, you know, he's a cool guy. I knew him years ago. I have no issues with those guys. Personally, I don't like Mizkif because he kind of was an asshole to me for many years.
Mizkif was the moderator of Ice Poseidon, correct or not correct? Cameraman. Oh, cameraman. Oh, okay. Cameraman. Oh, he drops the lore in the clip. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna put on my lip stuff.
I kind of helped him get started with streaming, and then he blew up on Twitch, and then he was like, oh, Ice Poseidon, who's that? Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. So, yeah, and that was when I was at my lowest, so it's like, okay, so seeing him go through this drama now, very satisfying for me.
Okay. I wanted to say this because I saw a lot of people hating on Felix for being friends with Aiden Ross. And I thought it was kind of ironic because, like, a lot of the streamers that they watch were openly friends with Ice Poseidon in 2017, 2018. And if anybody knows anything about Ice Poseidon in 2017, 2018, I'd say being friends with Aiden Ross is not even 1/10 as bad as what was going on in 2017, 2018 Ice Poseidon era. So I just thought the irony is kind of insane. I just woke up from a coma. Is nobody playing games on Twitch anymore and only talking about drama stuff? What coma did you wake up from? Like, at what point were you sleeping? Tell me at what point there wasn't Twitch drama. What? Bro, 2016, you thought there's no drama in 2016? You have to be shitting me. You have to be shitting me. They had a fucking song about it. They had a song about it. You don't know Twitch. You people were not even watching. You don't know. None of you were watching anything.
League of Legends, CSGO, World of Warcraft, Stone. All these streamers playing games, so much drama, it's insane. Phantom Lord, gambling site, steal your money. Massive viewbox sport. Female streamer, I'm a schemer, cosplay and thought. Tyler One, he said it, try hard. Post on Reddit, Eloise, 9/11, not a liar, come. Diarist, tears, gleam, solo mix a winning team. Backseat gaming, permaban, Rectal Jenner, retreat fan. Racist, Barry's bad, scumbags in the face, club. Pigs, sparkle, sellers, face, Ice Poseidon, what I'm
These people don't know. Everybody's just saying they don't. They just say everybody looks at everything with rose-colored glasses.
Ethan's Park, CG playing up Blisscord, Baby Rage, K-Kona, David Jones, Persona, Joshua G, Trump SC, for the kids, that's a thing. Solid G, Kitty plays, Bofo, Mangoes plays, Mira Leaves, SD Peaches, Ricky Bumpo, come and go, mainly Destiny, Swifty streaming endlessly, Hansel, Drunk Street, Cancer Fake by Emily.
Cancer Fake by Emily! Oh my god, I forgot about that!
Always raging since the chat's been hated. We didn't start the drama.
Yahoo!
But we did ignite it. Speedrunners try hex, Super Smash at Apex, Allen, Hurlin, look we did it, Reddit. Legendary Leah, showed a vag like Mia. Boy, Sky's gay, Eddie Brains have delay. Lyric, Tower Lee, awesome games done quickly. Nico Slaw, Hellcat's Potion, slam the motherfucker raw. We didn't start the drama. They were always raging since the chat's been hated. We didn't
Start the drama.
but when we arrived, well, there's still
This is 2016, baby!
be fans.
Don't talk to me about there was no drama. The drama has not even been close to as bad as it's been in the past. Twitch is worse today? Brother, what are you saying? Did you pay attention? The drama is hotter. The only difference is more people see it now. 100%.